Jason, this is Freebird Garage, and today we're doing how to pack bearings on a Harley Davidson 1992 FXR wheel behind me. Now this should follow suit for anything 90 down for Harley Davidson. Every 10,000 miles with the service manual wants you to repack these bearings, pull it all apart, seals and all. So this came off, of course, a 1992 actual Sportster, but because the wheel on the 1992 FXR are the same, and one being that this bike has shredded the studs right off the pulley, and now it has destroyed the rim. This is the new rim that we got here. Like I said, it came off a 92 Sportster. Same size, same fit, but the problem is we have to repack everything because I have no idea what the mileage was. I have no idea how the bearings are taken care of. So we got all new bearings. We're gonna repack everything. Let's get done. All right, before we got to this point, I'm gonna show you guys the other point of everything being pulled apart, degreased, wiped down, and what it should look like right now. All right, we're back. So, as you can see, we are cleaned up on the hub side here for the pulley and the hub side for the disc as well. And what we're going to need for today's job, we got a bearing packer, the actual bearing grease right here, high temp stuff for chassis and bearings, and our brand new cleaned up bearings ready to go. All right, starting off with the disc side, we're going to grease this up. I've kept the race in here from the previous bearing. They are nice. There's nothing wrong with the aluminum. Everything looks really straight, so we're gonna keep that in there. You can knock these out and replace them. It's a whole nother process of doing this maintenance. This is all about repacking the bearings, so we're gonna grease this right down. Pulley side, same process. Good to go on the hub side. Starting off with the disc side of the wheel, this will allow us to get everything packed together and then flip it over and do the pulley side that requires the shims. So the first part we're going to do is pack the bearing, of course. We're going to use this bearing packer. Taper side down. And as you're doing it, you start to feel the give. And then of course is the grease getting through the bearing. All right, that looks good. You can see how the grease is even through the bearing, good to go. Here's the bearing we just packed. Smooth that all out, coat the outside. This is all particular on the service manual, but for the same part of all the Harleys, 99 down, it should be fine. Evenly coated from the front, the back side, the all around surface. We're gonna drop this in and we're gonna do the seal. New seal, we're gonna pack the inside of it. And there we are, the inside evenly packed. The outside has just a little bit of grease to slide it in, and we're good to pack it right onto the bearing. Installing the seal on the disc side here, we have to be 0.31 inches below the hub per the service manual for 91 to 92 FXRs. So we're gonna work this on with our hands first, get it nice and even, good there. And then I got a seal installer here that's gonna get us right down to the depth that we need. Already mic'd the down area here. It's gonna hit the top hat and be exactly to the depth that we need. Perfect fit. All right, we're gonna pack the pulley side, same thing as the disc side. Slide it on there. Our plunger, pump away, perfectly greased. Installing the pulley side, first part we gotta do, the sleeve. That goes right in between the rim. Then we're going to install the shims. These shims are very important. They affect your end play. That should already be set prior to installing these and degreased. Completely dry fitted prior. Go check out the video above. I do a whole dry fit and end play on this rim. Now, the hardest or thickest shim goes on the outside of all your thin shims, and then facing the bearing, you have the top hat shim right there, which should hit the flat side of the bearing, the taper side, like that. So this to this, where you want to be. All nicely greased up, very thin on the shims. Bearing, of course, has already been packed. So now we're gonna slide the shims on. We're good there. Now the bearing. All right, now let's get the seal done. Freshly packed seal, good to go. On the pulley side, all it's asking in the service manual is to be perfectly flat against the hub. So we're gonna work it in with our hand and then hammer it down. Greased up, ready to go to the service manual spec. That is very important. How much detail that this book has on just doing the bearings alone is just mind-blowing, because if it's not done correctly, you're gonna have a bad time going down the road, prematurely blowing out a bearing, locking up the rim, whatever you want to call it, just unsafe for your bike, followed by the service manual. I gotta get this swapped out to the next tire and rim so we can get it balanced and she's ready to put back on the FXR. So if you guys have made it all the way through, I would greatly appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And for those that have already subscribed, thank you. And as always, stay free. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.